So I want to talk about scoliosis, and I want to use a specific patient as an example. So for the sake of protecting his name and identity, we're going to call him Mr. T. So Mr. T was here earlier this week, and we did a reevaluation. We took some new x-rays on him. Now, this gentleman has been with us as a patient for a very long time. He started because of the scoliosis and the degenerative things that it was causing his spine. He doesn't want to have surgery for his scoliosis. And so for that reason, we've been working on him, and we've been doing great. He's doing great. He's feeling well. He's improving. His pain level's a 2 out of 10 as opposed to, you know, something that might have been debilitating. But we noticed his posture is starting to get a little worse. And his x-rays don't look any worse, but it's just the posture, and maybe he's just getting tired, and so he's in the later decades of life, and I certainly don't want to say how old. So this is his upper back, and these are ribs. This is the collarbone on each side, and this is the spine. Can you see how there's a sideways curve to it? And I removed some of the notations that we usually put just to show this one. It's a 58.2 degree curvature, which hasn't changed in a year, which is great, and it hasn't changed in a while. So we've been able to maintain it. What I want you to also notice is the spinous processes. So I'll show you on the plastic model here. These are called spinous processes. They need to be centered on the spine. And on him, they are rotated to his left, which means the spine is turned to his right. This is his right side. This is his left side. So we're looking at him from back to front. So his spine is turned right and bent left. And so what I'm gonna do is, he said, well, how can I change this? Because I feel like I'm leaning more to the left and it's actually being translated more to the right, which I'll show you another x-ray in a second. And so I'm designing an exercise just for Mr. T, and this video is really just for him, but I wanted, you know, maybe everybody can benefit from it just for the concepts of it. So don't do these exercises unless you are Mr. T. Do not do these exercises because they're specifically designed for him. But he's gonna watch this video and he's gonna do these exercises every day, and we're gonna do it for a year, and he's gonna do them every day, right, Mr. T? You're gonna do them every day for a year. We're gonna take new x-rays and we'll update this video in a year, and we'll show you if anything changed on his x-rays, posture-wise and so on. Now, at this stage of life, I don't think there's going to be big changes, but if we change from 58 to 48 degrees, that would be incredible. So let me show you that next exercise. So this exercise, I'm going to be sitting down and doing a twisting motion, and then I'm going to show you another x-ray. So this is the exercise for the torso, because remember I said the spine is twisted right, turned right, and bent left. And what we want to do is undo that twist. And so it has to be done, it's a one-sided exercise. The starting position is on your knees. And Mr. T, hopefully you can do this. I'm pretty sure you can. Knees have to be pretty far apart. So I'm on an adjusting table. If you're on the floor, you'll be able to put the knees a little bit further than this. I want you sitting on your heels. And you're gonna lean forward, keeping the back fairly straight, and put your hands on the ground. So almost like how a dog sits. We'll call it the dog sit position, dog sitting position. And what you're gonna do is looking straight, keeping your neck in a neutral position. You're gonna take your right hand, you're gonna go underneath your left arm, and you're gonna twist to the left and come back. Twist and come back. And when you twist, you go as far as you can. Come back. Now, unfortunately, Mr. T, you're not going to be able to go as far as I go, probably, but it's something that needs to progress and improve. And what I want you to do is you're going to do 3 sets of 10 repetitions. And each time, you're going to go all the way through, squeeze, and come back. It's not twisting at the waist. It's twisting in the upper back. You'll notice by putting this arm down, you're kind of holding everything in place. And the only thing that's moving is your rib cage. You're gonna twist to the left and back. So that's exercise number 1. So this is the lower back of Mr. T. Now I want you to notice something. This is the pelvis right here. These are the hip sockets. He's got an artificial hip and his original hip on the left. So this is the left side. This is the right side. Notice his spine starts here, comes up, bends to the right, and curves left. So this is his rib cage on the left side. Notice his rib cage is this far in from the outside of his pelvis. His pelvis is here. Most people, that you come straight up and these ribs are right there, but for him it's all the way over this way. So this is a pretty sharp bend, and then it curves, and then I showed you the other x-ray where the upper back curves back. And so what we want to do is teach his body to stop allowing this to go this way and go the other way. And the next 2 exercises are going to be about that, where it's going to be against the wall, and he's going to do a certain exercise. I'm going to train him on this. I'm going to actually do it with him and teach him how to do it. But the goal is for the pelvis to come underneath his rib cage, and we're going to see if that's possible. Obviously, chiropractic adjustments is a big part of it. You can see these are ribs right here. They come all the way out here, and his pelvis is here. So his rib cage is over and down compared to where it is. And so let me show you those next 2 exercises now. For this exercise, it's because your spine goes this way to the right, leans this way, and curves up like this. And so what I want to do, and your torso, which is your rib cage, is translated all the way over here. Your pelvis is here, your rib cage is here. And so we're going to design an exercise that's going to train you to teach your torso to come back this way. It's not bending this way. We need to translate it. It's almost like you have 2 blocks on top of each other. You're going to slide the top block over to the left. And so I want you to do it against the wall. It's a kind of a difficult exercise. So was the last one. What I want you to do is put your feet like this against the wall, and you're going to cross your arms, and you're going to I want you to keep your hip against the wall, your right hip against the wall. You're going to drop this shoulder that bends your torso to the right, and then you're going to translate left. Drop the shoulder, translate left. Down and left. So do not bend like this. This would be wrong. Correct way is try to keep your shoulders level, keep the hip against the wall, and just slide your entire rib cage to the left and back. If you can drop this shoulder a little bit and then push away, that's even better. You should feel these muscles working on the right side of your lower back. The other one we did where you were on your hands and knees, you would have been feeling these muscles up here working where your rib cage is. So this one is lower. The last exercise is also done against the wall, and we're going to use this. And again, you have to put your right side against the wall, and we're going to put the roll here. You'll have to buy one of these, and you're going to stand leaning against this, and you're going to push the hip that way. And the goal again is to get that hip as close to the wall as possible. Now, I don't want you to bend like this to do it. Try to stay upright and just slide the hips over. It's a very subtle difference. This is wrong. Trying to get the hip over to the wall by bending is wrong. Sliding the hip, it's almost like you're pushing into that roll, and the roll stops your ribs and the hips go just a little further. And this one, you're gonna feel on this side of your body. So these are the muscles that are working on the left side. And all you're gonna do is like leaning against this again, you push the hips toward the wall and let them come back. Push toward the wall and let it come back. And you'll do 10 reps, 3 sets. All of these, I want you to do 10 repetitions, 3 sets. After you do those 3 exercises, the last one, this one's easy. You're just gonna lie down on the roll, and I'll show you what that looks like. Make sure you have a pillow to support your neck, and all you're gonna do is lie down on your side, just like this, and let a roll like this push your rib cage up. So the roll is under the lower part of your rib cage, not under your lower back. But your rib cage is so close to your pelvis anyways, you can't go wrong. Basically, you just lie on your side. You'll feel a stretch on the left side of your body, and you'll start on this. If it's uncomfortable, just do it for a minute or 2. Your goal is to get it up to about 12 minutes. By the time you're done. So if you can get up to 12 minutes a day of just laying on your right side with this pushing your rib cage that way, we should be able to see some changes on your next set of x-rays. So I hope that all helps you. Like I said, this is specifically for Mr. T, who asked me, how do I make sure I don't keep leaning more and more to the left and not let the scoliosis get worse? So these are yours, but I thought maybe other people could benefit from it, so that's why we're putting this up. Anyways, comment, subscribe, like, let us know what you think. And if you guys want me to come up with things for you, exercises, whatever, I certainly would be happy to do that. Or if you like this type of video where we actually show a case with x-rays and you want to know what happens, because remember, you got to tune in a year, because I'm going to do another video. I'll pull up him and his x-rays, and we'll see if there's a change after doing these exercises every day for a whole year. Take care. God bless. We'll talk to you soon.